Aloha or konnichiwa from me, Georgie Radev. Now I'm going to show you how to make a cocktail that is clash between the Japanese and Polynesian culture. And Japan is in the Pacific anyway and has a lot of similarity with the Polynesian traditions. The cocktail that I'm going to make is called Taki Fugu. Taki Fugu means pufferfish. Pufferfish is used very often in the Polynesian islands, but mainly is used for decoration. And pufferfish is used very much in Japan as well, but they actually eat it. So we're going to start with adding some fresh cucumber. Few pieces of cucumber go inside. That's going to add that really fresh, crunchy cucumber taste inside of your drink. So we'll crush that cucumber, try to get the juice out. After that, we will add some sake and rum. So the rum is the Polynesian part and the sake is the Japanese. As I said, this is a clash between the two traditions. So 30 milliliters of rum, and then I'll add the sake, 20 milliliters of sake. Sake is not, is adding actually a lot of flavors inside. I'm using a dai ginjo, which is more refined, more dry sake. And because the sake is more dry, it's gonna kind of like balance out the sweetness inside as well. And then I'm going to add some ginger after that as well, which is the ginger real. Ginger is used in the Japanese cooking a lot, and that's why I'm adding it on. And this product, the real ginger, is actually one of my favorite ones because I like using ginger in my cocktails. And always when you use ginger, you kind of like, you can't be certain what you're doing because all different gingers have a different intensity of spice. Or if you use a little bit bigger slice than you should have, or if you crush it too much, or if you shake the drink for too long, there's so many things that can actually get your drink out of balance if you're using fresh ginger. And with the ginger real, you are adding that realistic flavor of the ginger, and there's no risk. Of course, need to be careful when you're using, even though like the ginger real is easier to use, but you should be careful because you don't want to add too much of a ginger into your drink. I'm using caster sugar inside, not sugar syrup. The reason why is because this first is going to add a bit body into the cocktail. It's going to make it a bit cloudy and then not that refined. And as I said, the tiki cocktail shouldn't be that refined. Lemon. And then 15 milliliters of lime. White vinegar. That really adds that kind of like a bite that you, when you drink it, you wouldn't even think that it's a vinegar, but you'll be like, there's something different in there. And because it's a clash between the Japanese and the Polynesian, I want it to be a little bit more different when you taste it. You want less than that, something like between 3 and 5 milliliters of the balsamic vinegar, fresh grapefruit. Make sure that you're using fresh, not from carton, because it's completely different. So you don't need to use a fine strainer after that. The garnish is telling a story about the drink. So when you see the garnish, you kind of already know what is inside of the drink. So that's why I'm adding cucumber. Slice the ginger in a very small pieces, and then you just place it randomly like this on the top. You get the aroma from the aromatic bitters, and then as well when you eat it, the ginger is not that sharp because already is soaked with the Angostura bitters. Now you already know how to make that amazing clash of tradition of the Japanese and the Polynesian called Taki Fugu, the drink that is worth to die for. Cheers.